Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Friday Sews. I'm Stephanie, and thank you so much for stopping by and watching my channel. Today is a little bit of sewing, a little bit of life, and I want to start with the sewing. So I've been working on this jacket. I've been talking about it for a couple weeks, and I made it. Almost finished. And I want to tell you, I was jinxed. I don't know, is jinxed a bad word? There's so many no words. If it is, I apologize right now. Sorry. Maybe you can let me know. But I felt like everything I touched on this jacket, you know, I messed up. It just stupid stuff. Like, I don't know. You know, if you could sew something in backwards or one wrong side and one right side, I could go on and on. Plus, I complicated it because I kept making decisions. I'm going to review this, but first, I really feel the need to make it again because I really think this was an easy pattern, but I just, for some reason, struggled every inch of the way, every inch. Some of it was just me not following instructions, which I'm known to do, and then if I went back and followed the instructions, it was easy, so I'm going to make it again. I don't know what fabric yet, but I think it could be a really cute jacket. Now, I followed the sizes and I went by my bust, which made me a size 22. Now in the store I wouldn't wear a size 22. I'm probably about a 16. And I felt like if I made the 16 I wouldn't even be able to close it. Right there. So I looked at, and there's a trick if you don't know it, finished garment measurements. And I saw that the bust finished garment was 54 and a half. So let me just show you what that would look like. Hold on a second. So what would 54 and a half, I mean, just kind of a loose look. 54 and a half. I'm going to take this and I'm going to say 54 and a half right there. And I mean, to me, for a coat you can wear over a top or whatever, this looked right. But when I made it, it just felt really big. So I did take it in a little on each side and applied that to my pattern pieces, which I had already transferred onto pattern paper. So I transferred my changes. I serged all the seams, and then when I got to redoing things, I ended up just serging it on the sides, and I feel like I would serge this instead of sew it. In other words, I would just serge it as my seams, and it looks good on the inside. And so that's a few things. It had a lot of things to mark, so it had a lot of little dots, and then I started getting confused what dot was what. So most of my problems were me, but also the complicating of it was I wanted to do view A. Isn't that beautiful? And I did. But then I started looking at these, what are you going to call them, like a placket, like a little flap right there. And I looked up, Googled some pictures of people wearing this. And when the belt is tied, those plackets just really are flattering. It just kind of gives you that hourglass look that I don't really have an hourglass figure. So I decided to add that in. And then I saw these sleeves. And it has a little tie. So I did the sleeves. So I actually have A, B, C in one jacket. And I was even thinking, I'm still thinking of putting these pockets on the outside, even though I have the inseam pockets. So I'm not finished. I still have this belt, this little sash, and a couple of belt loops. But let me just show you where I'm at so far. You want to see? There she is. I love the way the sleeves turned out. Oh shoot, I should have had them already tied for you so you could kind of see what this looks like, because it's super cute. When I make it again, I will definitely do these sleeves and these flaps because I just think they make this special. And I'm just going to tie a little knot, not a bow, because it just needs something right there. So when you're wearing it, isn't that cute? I love ties and bows and things that hang. It's very generous, and it has this side pockets, which since I ended up serging my side seam, I ended up doing my inseam pockets just like I do my own method. And I have a video on how I do that if you want to see that. I might still put this pocket, kind of just cute. I mean, why not? I could use every piece of this. Thinking about it. We'll see. it's kind of for the shorter version, which I think I'd like to make next is the shorter. Maybe not the shorter, maybe the coat, what do they call that? The coat length, the knee length. I did leave my slits. I noticed when I was looking at reviews, some people did not. And wasn't sure I did that correctly because I serged my seams, so I couldn't just do the little fold over. But I figured it out and it worked really good. I don't know. I'm happy with it. It's just, I don't even know if I like it because it made me so mad. So I'm going to review this and you'll see me in it and I'll show more, but I really want to make it again. Because if I hate it again, then I won't review it. Because, whoa. So I'm going to finish it soon. Like, I want to get this done and I want to make it again. Because the second time is supposed to be faster and easier. For me, my experience, it is. And so I'm looking forward to that. I want to make it out of something fun. I don't know if it's something I already have or if I will buy something. I don't know. I'm going to look through what I have, and I would love it to be like something like shockingly bright or big old pattern or something fun. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? I actually have a trench coat like this in kind of a bright green. I never wear it. So I guess if I do make it bright and colorful, I probably won't wear it, but I don't have to wear everything I make. I can just make it for fun, maybe. Okay, this pattern's only out for one reason. It's because I'm wearing it. And I made it a long time ago. When I say that, I probably mean like 3 or 4 years. Because I do have a video on my channel from way back when I made this. I was talking about Project Runway, so it's been a while. But if you skip forward, you'll see me talking about this. And I was still talking about the size issues, which was, it seemed so big. But this is supposed to be very loose. It's supposed to be very loose. So I don't wear it a whole lot, but every time I do, I think, why don't I wear this? This is just a top. It's just a cute little tunic, and it's super comfy. I did view A with long sleeves. So where's the long sleeves? How did I get long sleeves out of view A? Oh, it has a view C. It doesn't look long. Well, anyways, I did the cowl neck. Obviously you can see that, but I did the cowl neck. So I've had some frustration, and it was simply this. It was so weird. I was in such a happy mood when I started on this yesterday, and I had already cut it out. I'd already made a lot of it, and so I was just really gonna I thought I was gonna be done in like an hour, and hours later I was still struggling with it. I had taken things apart and put things back together, and so it took my happy mood and turned it into a bad one. But I'm ready to release that. I just need an eraser. Like, if I could just make this quick and easy, something beautiful, not have problems, I would have an eraser, and then I would love that. And get my little review video out, because I do love this and I do love that. I just don't love all my boo-boos. I don't know. Maybe it was just a thing, just a mood that I was in. So not a lot going on the home front. Getting excited about spring. I said that like last week, but from here until spring, we've got spring fever, right? I want to work in the garden. I said that. I'm a broken record, I think. Had my grandkids over. I talk about that all the time. I just feel boring. I really do. But it's funny because I was thinking about age. I was talking to a friend, and I just don't feel my age. It's funny because I was just texting with a new friend, a YouTube friend. Hi, Robyn. We're going to do a collab together, and so you'll get to see her too. But I was saying how old my sons were, and I couldn't remember. So I told her the wrong ages. And then I thought, holy heck, I have a son that's going to be 46 on his birthday this year. So I told him a few years ago in my 50s that if he keeps getting older, we're just going to be the same age at some point. And I'm thinking that point is coming up. It's coming up. When he hits the 50s, we'll just be the same age. Is that okay? We can do that. So I don't have a whole lot going on. I'm working on a project with my husband. I'm writing a story for our phone book. He does the cover and I write an interesting story interesting. They're interesting in the insert, and so I feel a lot of pressure because I don't usually have that kind of pressure or deadlines and all that on me, so I've got to work on that before I can do anything else, and I can't tell you what it's about because it's a secret until May when it comes out. Last year we did a great one which was about, shoot, I don't even remember. How could I forget? Oh my gosh, it's my cover. I did the cover. I did the photo on the cover last year. How could I forget it? It's the only time my photo's been featured on the cover and my story on the inside, and I totally forget. So that's what I'm working on. I'm working on the inside story. Hubby's picture will go on the outside, and it's always a fun project, but at the same time, there's a little bit of pressure. And I have some ideas of some organizing and storage that I really want to do. And so I have like this like backlog of things I want to do. Do you ever have that? So I'm working a list, and you saw my binder. I'm filling up my binder and getting organized, and I love organizing. I always say like I'm a crafter, sewer. I always come back to sewing, but I like all the crafts. And I always joke that I like collecting the supplies more than the craft. So I cannot have enough supplies. I need lots of supplies. If I can buy one, I'll buy 10. And it's silly. It's silly. Like, I have a huge collection of jewelry making supplies, and I do not intend to make jewelry like ever again. It's just like, it wasn't my thing. I wasn't good at it. I wasn't creative, and I don't really like jewelry all that much. I hate rings. I hate things around my hands. I wear very little jewelry. I used to wear more, you know, when I was an adult in the 80s. Of course I wore jewelry, but I was into knitting and crocheting, and I had all the supplies, and my granddaughter is very much into knitting, not knitting, but crochet, and I gave her the whole thing. I gave her all my yarn, and I'm like, the other day I was thinking, maybe I'll knit something, and I'm like, wait, I have nothing. I gave it all to her. And I'm like, good, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. So, I want to stock up on some sewing supplies, and I really like to get some more fabric. It's been a while since I really had a good fabric haul. I do need to use up some of this fabric, but frankly, I've used up a lot of fabric. So I think it's a good time for me to get some more, and I don't know what I want. So I need to figure out what I want to make, look through my patterns, you know, just figure out what I want to do next. And there's some really fun challenges coming up. I just heard that the Frugal Frock is coming back, although it's not called frock anymore because that's just dresses. This is going to be Frugal Anything. And I can't remember the hashtag, but I will be participating. I loved that. That was so fun. And I have 2 collabs planned. One with Michelle Sews again, and one with Robyn Loves Sewing. I think that's her channel. So I'm looking forward to that, and I want to do more of that because it's super fun making friends and doing stuff together. And you know, that's kind of where I'm at. It's really all about sewing right now. I got nothing. I'd love to hear what you're up to. So let me know. How's your sewing going? What are you making? Maybe if you tell me, I'll want to do that too, because I'm kind of easily swayed. Easily. I'm trying to start posting back on the Facebook page. I haven't been using Facebook. I don't know. It got boring to me. Did it get boring to you? It used to be more fun, but it's just like, I'm loving Instagram more because I've got my feed really curated down to just sewing. And so I really have fun with that. Whereas Facebook is, I have like friends from the community, friends everywhere, and it's just too much to look at. Even if I like it, it's too much. But I really want to get that Facebook page going because it would be fun. I've always thought the idea, the dream, would be that you guys could share pictures too so we could see each other's projects. So it's a thought. I'm working on it, but I'm trying to stay focused on this, making videos. I missed making a second video this week. My plan was to do this. It was supposed to be my second video this week. It didn't happen. So hoping it's my second video next week, as if that's a direction for next week. Last week, next week, today. Do you ever do that? Why would that be? I don't know. I don't know. So I hope you're having a great weekend. I hope you're enjoying the rounds on Friday Sews, hashtag Friday Sews. And I want to thank you so much for stopping by. I enjoy that so much. And I would like to, I asked the question last week and it was really fun seeing everybody's answers. So I want to ask this question. Have you ever been jinxed? on a project where it's totally within your skills. You should be able to make it fine, but everything just didn't work. Like it's just like everything that could go wrong went wrong. I was making the mistakes, but it was still harsh to deal with. I want to know, have you ever been jinxed on a project? Let me know. We could have some fun stories. I'm hoping. I would feel much better about mine if I knew you had one too. Again, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.